Hello, everyone. This is Ross from Retro Dream Beam. I'm an eBay seller full time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for a couple years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to go into what we're shipping out today on Tuesday. So yeah, finally, or not finally, in a bad case, like a slower day compared to the really good weekend. The cat's having some issues over there. But all right, so the first thing that sold right here is Understanding Soviet Naval. What does this one say? Developments. Jeez, guys. All right, I'm good. Developments right here. So yeah, this is like a trade paperback book. We get a lot of this military kind of stuff. So people have been buying like the World War II, Soviet, German stuff, a bunch of stuff. We've always been selling a bunch of this stuff in general. Like for a couple of years, we get them pretty cheap. This ended up selling for $22.50 plus shipping. Everything's going to be plus shipping. All right, so next up right here, I'm not always sure how to, so this is a model kit right here, one of these little like tank vehicle ones with a little like either artillery or tank or infantry little gun right there. I'm never really sure how to pronounce these things with like all of the letters. Do you say like off MZGKW, or is there like is that like actually like a German way to say that or something? I'm not sure. Hopefully someone lets me know down below in the comments. This ended up selling for $17.99. We get a lot of those kits. People like building them. They like collecting them. They like painting them. They do pretty well for us. All right, moving along is two of these Song of Ice and Fire cool miniatures or not board game figures. So this is the Arya Stark hero figure with needle, and this is Eddard Stark. These were magnetized on the bottom, so it was funny because when I had these at the storage unit, I have one of those carry carts where I put all my stuff that's sold on the day. It was actually magnetic, so normally I have to be like careful putting miniatures on that thing. I don't want them to roll off. I don't want them to break or anything like that, or me to smush them and not realize they're on there. But when I was putting this down, it like suctioned right onto it because it had the magnets. It was just a fun little thing. All right, these two together as a combo order sold for $13, so it's pretty good. I listed all the Song of Ice and Fire stuff. All right, move along. This is what I was working on yesterday. So this is Magi Nation dual card game right here. This is a specific rare card called Raja's Belt right here. So yeah, I listed all of the rares and all of the foils separately. And then right now, right before recording, I was listing like the commons and uncommons as bulk lots. There's not too much of this stuff, so I was looking into like the history. This is also another on-ramp to Magic the Gathering type of game. So Pokemon would be the least complex. You would play Magi Nation, or I don't know, another thing that's Magi? Does anyone actually know how to say that word? I always go back and forth in my head. And then you would play this game, which is slightly more complicated, and you would get into Magic the Gathering. This ended up selling for $14.99. All right, next up is going to be one of these Cabela's. I'm not sure how to say this one. This is going to be one of those catalogs. We got a bunch of catalogs. This is like one of the sports hunting gear one. This is from fall 2005. It says edition 2. These haven't done as well as like the fashion, the clothing, toy store, other branded catalogs, but this one still sold for $7. Got a bunch of these. Some of them we lotted up. Some of them I just sold individually. So it's cool that someone's going to go through that and appreciate it. They just didn't do as well as the other catalogs that we have. All right, moving along, we have the King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters. I haven't seen this particular movie, DVD. It looks like some kind of satirical arcade Donkey Kong comedy type of movie. I'm not too sure. I'm just looking at the pictures and just taking a guess. I don't think I've seen this one. I have not seen this one. So yeah, this ended up selling for $7.49. People are really into like the arcade world, and then also like fighting games like Tekken, Street Fighter. People get really intense with that. So like this might be like a playoff of some of that stuff, in addition to like Donkey Kong and like Space Invaders, that kind of arcade stuff. So yeah, people really do like that realm. All right, next up, almost the last item right here, we have Road Champs. This is, I have to look real quick, St. Louis Metropolitan Police car right here. We got a bunch of these loose. I sold a bunch of lots of these, and then we also got like these sealed ones in the packets. This ended up selling for $12.37. And the last thing for the day, nothing too crazy. I got a combo order. I like to lot these up because they don't do too well. We have a Magic the Gathering collector box. We have Innistrad Crimson Vow and Strixhaven School of Mages right here. Magic the Gathering, people don't really play this game as much anymore. It's been gone for a long time. And then in these packs, you would get like all these foils, extra alt art cards. People actually don't like foils. They like the regular cards. So I ended up selling these two each for $5 because they don't do as well individually. So $10 for this. All right, that's everything. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.